As the game continues its evolution, we keep witnessing the emergence of several players blessed with the sort of skill sets that might make them a handful for the best in the business during the 1980s and 90s. Indeed, the game has come a long way from age-old systems where players were not able to express themselves fully, whilst those with natural ability would simply carve out their own system on the field, depending purely on matchday situations. In the last few years, we've seen the emergence of a rivalry that's transcended time and even the laws of physics in some cases. What Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi share between each other is something that has never been seen or heard before. The two men competed for top honours in Spain for nearly a decade, scoring goals at a frightening pace and sweeping pretty much every FIFA award ceremony. Such skill and hunger to score goals and collect silverware is a rare sight in modern day football. Indeed, if you took these two behemoths out of the equation, you might see the other players fighting tooth and nail for global supremacy, since the differences won't be demarcated by a huge chasm. In the last 5 years, football has overseen the emergence of some truly talented youngsters who are going to define the game's future in years to come. Kylian Mbappe's raw pace and subsequent evolution of the Frenchman from a speedy winger to a striker to what we might see as a modern-day trequartista is going to be a sight for the sore eyes. In a similar vein, Matthijs de Ligt has already shown the future of a modern-day defender who relies not only on dominating his zone, but is also equally capable of passing the ball around like a midfield general. Goalkeepers have transformed as well. Today, being a good shot stopper with cat-like reflexes isn't enough. Coaches now prefer their number ones to be equally comfortable with the ball at their feet. Gone are the days where you would see a goalkeeper dithering with the ball at his feet. This is why the market of goalkeepers such as Ederson and Alisson is huge. This is the type of goalkeeper every club would dream to have. And what about a modern day striker? Just being a good target man doesn't cut it any longer. Having amazing physical attributes is a good thing, but that isn't all. Is this why Romelu Lukaku struggled to win over fans? Speaking of fans, these are the 12th men who love all action players. And the way the game has been changing, a one-dimensional player is no longer the requirement. Such a player would simply struggle to have any long-term impact in the best leagues. This is why most of the talented players you see coming up these days have a diverse set of talents. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting video on your favourite channel Goalside, where we bring you all the latest happenings of the game from around the world. In order to make sure that you never have to miss out on any of the good stuff, please subscribe to our channel. We have quite an extensive library, so you're definitely going to enjoy it. And hey, make sure that you watch this whole video where you'll be asked a question. If you're able to answer it in the comment section correctly, you'll have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Today we're going to talk about one of the most talented up-and-coming players Germany has ever produced, Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is only 20, but already has the world at his feet. At the age of 20, the youngster has already notched up over 100 appearances in the German Bundesliga. Clearly, this could be one of those once-in-a-lifetime talents who could go on and win top honours in the coming years. When you see Kai Havertz play, it is poetry in motion. Elegant on the ball and a very unconventional way to dribble, the young German can pick out a pass but loves to cut inside. And when it comes to instigating counter-attacks, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone better. Due to a natural ability to shield the ball, Kai Havertz gets fouled often. While at times his first touch can be poor, he makes up for that because of his ability to find space. While his finishing and crossing still have a lot of room to improve, he has a high football IQ. Due to his excellent reading of the game and ability to pick out a pass and causing havoc from between the lines, one can expect Kai Havertz to eventually turn into a deep-lying playmaker once he reaches that certain age, where he would develop an even greater understanding of the game. This season, Havertz started slowly, but has come to life in the second half of the Bundesliga campaign. Since the league has resumed, the young German has already found the net 4 times, which is quite an indication of how far his career would go. Therefore, it is not surprising that some of the biggest football clubs in Europe are hovering above, waiting to get a chance to sign a player who's been called a once-in-a-generation talent by many. When it comes to Havertz's development, there is no ceiling. The youngster can grow as much as he wants to. A blend of Michael Ballack and Toni Kroos? Who wouldn't want to fork out 90 million quid for a player who can play in multiple roles? Bayern Munich are plotting to nick another player away from a Bundesliga side. Marco Reus is apparently trying his best to bring the youngster to Borussia Dortmund. Toni Kroos, on the other hand, has been discussing the prospects of a move to Real Madrid. In England, Liverpool have been scouting Havertz for a long time. Manchester United, meanwhile, are exploring the possibility of securing the services of a player who has a lot of time to develop further. Barcelona have not been far behind, with the Catalonians allegedly scouting him since 2016, even though they have some decent options up front. However, if you listen to Michael Ballack, the former German international wants Havertz to stay at the Bay Arena for at least one more year. In all honesty, the way things happen in football, where younger players make quick moves to bigger teams after showing signs of greatness in the early stages of their careers, we wouldn't be surprised to see Havertz leaving the Bay Arena for a bigger team. And no one can blame him for that, given the fact that at Bayer Leverkusen, chances of winning silverware are very slim. This is a club that produces talented players before selling them to other clubs for a good profit. This is why we're going to look at which club Havertz should move to. Borussia Dortmund. The residents of Signal Iduna Park have had quite a reputation of developing young players into global stars of tomorrow. The Gelsenkirchen club in the past has developed some of the most exciting players on the planet. The likes of Ousmane Dembele, Nuri Sahin, Mario Götze, Mats Hummels and Thomas Rosicky spent their formative years at BVB, and it was there that they developed into seasoned professionals and won countless honours. Today the likes of Christian Pulisic, now at Chelsea, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Arsenal, are at the peak of their powers after spending an important stage of their development at Dortmund. Jadon Sancho, Gio Reyna, Erling Haaland and a few others are doing something similar. For Havertz, at the age of 20, a move to a really big club is going to come with the pressure of delivering on a regular basis. The youngster will command a huge transfer fee, which means that his performances will always be under the microscope. A move to Dortmund will see the youngster being given enough time to hone his talent and become a more consistent performer under the watchful eye of a coaching staff that knows exactly what it is doing when it comes to polishing raw talents. For the club itself, it would be a chance to finally complete the missing piece of a puzzle, in the absence of which they have struggled to end Bayern Munich's sheer dominance of the football landscape in Germany. So what are the chances of that happening? Well, if truth be told, we wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund are able to secure the youngster's services. In the past, Dortmund have proven themselves to be quite an interesting destination for talented young players, as was the case with Haaland earlier this year. But any such move will only happen if the club is able to sell either Jadon Sancho or Haaland in the summer transfer window. Chances of that happening, at least one of these two will be leaving. Bayern Munich. The Bavarians have a notorious track record when it comes to poaching young stars from the other outfits in the Bundesliga. The likes of Robert Lewandowski, Manuel Neuer, Mario Götze and Mats Hummels arrived at the Allianz Arena when they had pretty much done their formative training. But as things stand, the reigning German champions have more pressing concerns to address in the transfer market. To begin with, they badly need to sign a winger and are already moving heaven and earth to secure Leroy Sané's signature. Secondly, Munich are also keen on signing another defender, so they might want to give Havertz another year if they can have it their way. It's time for our grand question. Which former German international has played for Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich and Chelsea? Barcelona. The Catalonians have also been linked with the young German, but as things stand, their main priority is to bring back Neymar Jr. to the Camp Nou, while they're also keen on signing Miralem Pjanic from Juventus. From the outside, it appears that the Spaniards might not be financially healthy enough to make a move for the young midfielder. Real Madrid. If there is a player of the talent of Kai Havertz, he will naturally be linked with a move to Real Madrid. The La Liga giants have enough funds to pay over the odds to Leverkusen for their prized asset, and the presence of Toni Kroos might give them an edge. However, there is no indication from Havertz's camp if he would actually want to go to Santiago Bernabeu, given the fact that the European giants don't really have a great record of using young players to their best ability. Manchester United. With the eventual departure of Juan Mata, the Red Devils would need a player who has excellent vision and is an artist with the ball at his feet. Havertz is all that and more, and while the club has some truly sound attacking players such as Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, the young German perfectly fits the profile of a player Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants: young, hungry, professional and on the rise. But will United actually fight Liverpool tooth and nail for him? The Reds have been scouting Havertz for a very long time, and Jurgen Klopp might quickly make a move for the talented midfielder. With Jordan Henderson and Jorginho Wijnaldum still at the peak of their powers, the arrival of Havertz might give the league leaders another dimension to their midfield. Imagine having Salah, Sadio Mane and Firmino ahead of you and a player of Havertz's vision to be the supply line. The prospect of something like this happening really makes us shudder, given the fact that the Liverpool attacking trio is already such a menacing presence without the young German. Having Havertz on board might make opposing defences throw away their towels without a single ball being kicked. So this is our bit on Kai Havertz, who we feel should stay in Germany for one more year before making a big move. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section about this. Thanks!